That's got it.
Today's Tuesday, towards the end of January. So I've rigged up some good lighting up. Architrav's on. Bit of filling needed.
Mike is so tired. Bless him. He is absolutely exhausted.
Just there.
I'm loving it. Just class that as. Just to recap, it's the next morning. So on another video. Hi again, everybody. Hope everybody's really well. Next job, I'm moving the curtain rod. So that is now going to get moved over there so that the curtain covers this bit here. That's the job for today. Nope, I'm gonna have to need a manual one for that. Let's try this one. That's better. Okay. Where's my thing gone? Where have I put it? Oh. Oh, that's upside down. probably a knack to this, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, I prefer a good old-fashioned screwdriver anyway. Nearly there. There we go. Ooh. That's it. That's got it. I just had to adjust this. I mean, it's not great, but the way it was interfering with the door.
Pull it up and now you do.
No. Well, not fully, but that's enough.
Well,
I mean, I can always take that off and put something else on. Pretty.
that's what I did.
But
You know,
yeah.
I think that's it.
No.
So it's rubbish, really. You know that big arrow that I once put on? Grumpy git.
Mm.
It's because I'm in pain.
Right, let's get tidied up and I'll do you a cup of tea. And I think Willow will be due a walk.
She will, and then, yeah, because this end doesn't fit at all. Look.
Well, no, the curtains are too... They're
No,
not...
it's just not fit.
Right, well...
No. So here's what you need to do, and this is the idea I had. Give me that curtain rail and pole, and I'll use it next door. And we'll carefully choose you a new curtain rail, so that the curtains, what you get, go right to each end, and you can open that door.
Yeah. Okay. Right, let's sort Willow out.
Yep. So don't be worrying. This video is not about me tidying my workshop, but I just wanted to show you before I tidied. I've already got some stuff out here, which has got to go in the shed, or indeed is a bit of rubbish. Anyway, I'm gonna get tidied up, ready for the next project really. Okay, let's have a go. Right, you find me up in the loft. It's a very stormy day today. It's Tuesday, towards the end of January. So I've rigged up some good lighting up here. Looks a bit messy, but it'll do the job. Next thing I'm gonna do is put some walking boards from where I'm stood over to that area over there, so that I can get there without falling through the ceiling. As you can see, it's a mess up here. I don't know how bothered I am. It does bother me, this sort of thing. This stuff, fiberglass, being taken off the ceiling in the bathroom, you know, not put back. Might be because of the lighting. Anyway, it's not doing any harm. So yeah, I'm gonna move these boards. Got a few boards down. This feels better on my legs as well. Could do one with that. I'll have a look in the garage. Right, so I want to get right in that corner. I want to feel if that, what I think is like a wool mix, is wet. It looks wet. Hope not. We'll see. Obviously, all this has got to be moved. That strange patch is the board we put up in our bedroom. I want to get rid of all of this, throw it to one side so that I can get in. So I'm going to nip back down and get something to cut this fiberglass with. Yeah. I'm also going to give the loft a bit of a tidy while I'm up here. No, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't like this. But at least it's something I can do. So, right, I'll be back for you in a second. For me, about 10 minutes. Because I've got to climb down the loft ladder. So I got all the way back in that corner. And it's dry, thank goodness. What I've done is found the boards that got wet, and you can see, try and hold this a bit steadier just a minute, so you can maybe see a water stain. So don't know if it's as bad as I thought or worse, to be honest, but I think it is this half of the ceiling in our bedroom. I am going to check here because I noticed there was a water stain there near where that little dustpan is. If it is, then I'll have to come out. Yeah. Anyway, that's me done up here. I'm going to take my brush down. I've cleared what I wanted to. I don't want to do, well, I don't need to do anymore. But what I do want to do is get that carpet and just pull it. That will be wet through, I think. What I can do, I can put it on top of the fiberglass over there. At least it will dry. A bit dark in the corners, but I can always brighten this. Right. Oh, what I'd love to do, you know, is to empty this loft completely, put the insulation back, some good stuff, and board it. But we're never going to come up here. You know, I mean, it's a big loft, and we could, you know, put a loft conversion in it, but no. There's a good draft over there. I don't know if you can see. It's a very windy, stormy day, and the cobwebs are blowing about. That's a good thing. You know, you want a bit of ventilation. Over there, look. Oops. Over there, you see that hole in the wall? That goes through to next door. And that's just how they used to vent them. Anyway, I'll get my gear taken down, get this suit off that I'm wearing. I'll show you. I'm absolutely soaked because lofts are very warm. Yeah, let's get the carpet moved. Light on my hat as well, but it kept going out. But I've lots of lights up there. There you go. There you go. I finished up there for today. I know, I am resting. I decided that I would do half a day DIY, mostly light stuff, and a half a day domestic duties and resting. All good. Right, I'll talk to you a bit more about the ceiling and loft in a minute. I'm sweating like mad. Well, that was a hot and bothered job. Anyway, got that Tyvek suit off. Only had my t-shirt on. Yeah. So, it was as I expected. First of all, everywhere's dry. That's good. The repair, temporary repair, that the roofer did, what, 3 months ago now? I can't remember. But that's taken its fine. And on a day like today where it's really blowing a gale and raining, you'd see it, you know. Anyway, all that wool material that you saw up there, that's all dry. The plasterboard below it, you can see where it did get either wet through or damp. So what I've got to decide is how much of the ceiling to take down. I'll show you what I mean rather than tell you sat here, if you see what I mean. Gosh, I was sweating. Even my toenails were sweating. Right, cup of tea and then I'll show you upstairs. Won't be a minute. Right, I kept that quiet because I want to put a line on for you. You might be able to see the shadow, but so this chunk of plasterboard goes through there and then back here to where the coving is, and all of that, and you can see a line there. That's what's got to come down. That is a fair lump. And 100% guaranteed, this has happened before. So at some point before we bought the house, this house had a leak on the roof, exactly where we had a leak. The first owner had somebody in to repair this leak. They bodged it, but what that leak did was to damage the ceiling. So somebody took a big square out the ceiling, an oblong in this case, and then repaired the ceiling. We come along, it's either still leaking or has leaked again, come through and damaged the new plasterboard. We found the leak. Okay, so the easiest thing to do would just be to say, well, okay, we'll take this plasterboard down that they had put up because of their leak and put sheets of plasterboard back up, you know. But the roofer who did our repair had said to us, look, I can only guarantee it for a year. He didn't bodge it, he did a good temporary repair. But he did say to us, your roof needs replacing. A lot of money. He said, not right now, but next year, probably. So do we do this without the roof being replaced? That's what we've got to think about. I think we do. I think we take this down, me and Cheryl, and we put new plasterboards up, make good bit of plaster, but we were hoping to decorate the ceiling nice, you know, nice paper. So we may not do that. We may just put the plasterboards up, bit of plastering, make good, maybe lining paper, and leave it like that, just in case this almost temporary repair we have done fails, you know. We'll see. Right, I just quickly showed you that bedroom ceiling. We, Cheryl and I, the royal we do have to make that decision, but I suppose it's made for us. That's better. The sensible and only decision really is that we repair the ceiling, make it look nice-ish, which means that we can decorate our bedroom. We do want to get that done. And then this year, 2026, it'll be, we're going to have to get the roof done. 8 to 12,000, depending. What I will do is get 3 quotes off. There's got to be a society or something like the Federation of Master Roofers. I know there's a Federation of Master Builders, but we'll only use that sort of contractor. I'm going to see if the council, see if there's a building code for it, a specification. And in that way I can get a council inspector, have a look before, during and after, make sure that what's getting done should be done, because it's a lot of money and it's money we don't have. Of course, you know, it has to be done. So that'll be the way forward. Get it done. We'll get the ceiling just done, and then come the spring, summer, we'll have to get the roof done. It's fine for now, and you know, you could fall into that trap of saying, well, it's fine, you know, it's lasted a winter. But the lad who did the roof, he did say to us, and he was a roofer 30 odd years, said, look, it's a temporary repair, I'll give you a year's warranty on it, guarantee. That says everything to me, really. And he did show me the photographs. Looks a good repair, but it's a repair, you know, in a roof. One thing you have to do, don't you? Well, lots of things you have to do, but when you have got a home, a house, your roof's got to be good, your foundations have got to be good. You can't get to a situation where water can get in. If water gets in, it damages everything. So we'll have to get that done. Enough of that ceiling. I don't know when we'll do that, just by the way, because we're going to need probably 3 days on that, just on that ceiling. So, do you remember I took the glass out of that little window top of the stairs, then I put a board up. I'll show you the progress on that, where we're up to. Let's go and have a look. So where were we up to? Well, obviously the panel's in, got the architrave to do as I say. When the decorators come, they will put very heavy lining paper on it, then put heavy embossed wallpaper. That'll look okay, to be fair. I'm pleased with it. More importantly, Cheryl is. And there's no sign of the glass window that was in. However, let me show you something. You see all these holes? They're either huge wood worm or me drilling from the other side, trying to find a stud, you know, wall stud, timber. forgetting that actually I'd taken a piece of glass out, and of course there wouldn't be any timbers in there to fix the other board to. Anyway, it's simple enough job. That can just be sanded, filled, wood filled, and then decorated however we want to, you know. Yeah. Just putting this architrave in. Architrave. So I've got the left hand side in. I'm about to put the right hand side in. But the frame, of course, and the header's not level, and the actual vertical is not vertical. So I'm sort of having to put the architrave in so that it looks okay rather than be level. Sometimes you have to do that. Right. Just finishing this off now. Architrave's on. Bit of filling needed. I'll show you. There, look. All the way up. So there's a slight gap between the backboard and the architrave. But the wall's here. And I've filled all that. So what I use, turn the light off. What I use, mostly what's in my gun. So on this side I've used liquid nails to fill it, and then I get a sponge, wet sponge, push the liquid nails in and wipe it off at the same time. And that's exactly what I'll do at this side. So I've got some liquid nails left in my gun. And in that gun, mastic gun, has decorator's coke. They'll both serve the same purpose. You can see the nails. What Cheryl's going to have to do is to get my nail punch and knock them below the surface of the wood. It's only MDF. So we can fill them. So really, that's that job done, you know. Not bad considering that had a big glass window in it. So this is one of the rooms. It's the spare bedroom. Has become a bit of a storage room. A lot of storage under the bed. As you know, I made that. But this will be one of the rooms that we decorate. Simple process. We'll strip the paper, lining paper, put back on, and then decorate it however we want to. I've still to go to B&Q and get the end strip for that. But that's for another day. So this is one of the rooms that we'll decorate. You're probably tired of me showing you that up there. It's lots of information or video on this, but this is one of the jobs that we've decided to contract out. We're going to get a plasterer, pull that bit of ceiling down and reboard and then plaster it. There's a bit of coving wants doing up there, so we might ask them to do that while they're here, maybe. But this is another room that we've said, me and Cheryl, we'll finish, we'll decorate. We got the lining paper on a good year ago. It's a good job we didn't decorate with that mess. But we want to paint this end wall, this panelling. They are the colours Cheryl was thinking of. I've actually got the paint in there. Fire and somebody. Anyway, I've got a box in that telly and finish this wardrobe that I built. You can see there's a bit of coving up there maybe, and that was to go over there and up there. This had built-in wardrobes across here. That's why the coving finishes where it does. Anyway, this is another room where we've said we're going to decorate it. And I quite like that idea. We started it, so it'd be nice to finish it. Hallway, stairs, landing. This is all going to be professionally decorated. Going to bring somebody in to do it, a decorating company. I've still got a fair bit to do in here. I've got the skirtings to put on. And I've got a door to make for there. And get the architrave for around here. And then Cheryl wants some panelling put on. There's Willow's coats on the radiator. That panelling will go all the way around and upstairs. But we've yet to decide how we're going to do that. But I've had some ideas. This still wants sorting. In other news, we've decided to get a contractor in to tile the kitchen. I've got a bit of prep to do. You know, get rid of that mastic the day before he comes. He will have a job tiling behind that tap. But, you know, get a professional person in, they'll do it. So that's another one. We have, however, decided to redecorate in here. We did this a year ago. Cheryl just wants to freshen it up. She wants to do that. That, which is a fridge freezer, will be gone on Saturday afternoon, all being well. Son-in-law Andy is coming to give me a lift with it into the garage.
Hello. Oh, it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. I've had a lovely walk, met friends, went for a bacon sandwich, sit down, cup of tea. Lovely. Anyway, Mike's taken me out to B&Q. Yeah, that's my treat for the day. I'm going to treat myself to a new toaster as well, probably a kettle if we see one. Anyway, I best get ready. I'm back from B&Q. Got my paint for this room. I'll show it on the next video. It's going to be, I've gone for a quite cheerful colour scheme. So yeah, you might be a little bit surprised when you see it, and then again, you might not. You might just look at it and think, yeah, Cheryl, don't like it. It's fine. Right, so, where are we up to? I'm cleaning today. It's Saturday. I want to get all cleaned up. I am going to be doing some DIY this weekend, but not much. And the reason for that is me and Mike, I don't know if he's mentioned this, but we've had a sit down. We've had a think about everything that's left to do in the house. And there's still a lot. But most of it is now for me to do. So if I spend every single one of my weekends of this year, bearing in mind I do a lot of hours during the week work-wise, that means I've no time at all to myself. I'm just going to be flat out. And I'm not going to look forward to a Friday afternoon. You know, when you're thinking, oh, Friday afternoon, I'm going to finish work soon. Weekend, DIY, paintbrush, fettling. So yeah, we've made a few decisions. We're going to get contractors in. I don't really want to spend the money, but I just don't think I can physically and mentally do this anymore. We've been at this a long time now, and with everything else that happened and has gone on, it's been too much in my head. Mike is so tired, bless him. He is absolutely exhausted. And it isn't, again, it's not just the fact that he's doing all of this hard work. He has the mental stuff as well. You know, he's thinking through constantly about what needs doing and how we're going to do it and when are we going to find the time and how are we going to do the hallway and stairs and, you know, everything in the house. Just, I didn't realise when we moved in it was going to be such a massive renovation project. I didn't realise there'd be this much to do, and there is. And at some point we want to go out and enjoy ourselves. My highlight of this week was my husband took me out for a road trip to B&Q. That was the highlight of the week. We got out together in the van to B&Q. Oh, and Halfords. I didn't go and choose a toaster and a kettle, but I'm going to choose one online anyway, so I'll do that. Yeah, we made some decisions about the kitchen as well. We're going to get a tiler in to do the kitchen tiles. I am so tired of looking at the walls as they are and nothing being clean because, you know, constantly you've got like dust and plaster off the wall that's just falling onto the worktop. So it needs tiling. And we're waiting on the floors, the flooring getting putting down, because everything else still needs doing. So yeah, that's where we're up to. I just thought I'd have a little chat about that, let you know what we've decided. So the DIY that you're watching, and I know a lot of you enjoy it, it's gonna come to an end. We're gonna get the house done, get people in. Got a couple of friends who have some numbers of people that they can recommend, decorators, that type of thing. So looking forward to that. That's it. So I'm gonna get my rubber gloves on. Bathroom needs scrubbing. I'll get that done first. Work my way from the top to the bottom. Get the place all sparkly. It's dust everywhere. It's just so dusty. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you for all of your comments and what I'm going to say next. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, I'm loving it. Just recap, it's the next morning. So on another video